Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm super mega excited to be sharing this list with you guys because today I am gonna be sharing Tubi lesbian movies that I will highly recommend you also go ahead and go watch. The majority of the movies on the list are actually new and some of them are actually very good and was super mega underrated. But before we get into further details and actually discussing go into details, regarding the movies, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and if I have left out any other movies, please drop them down below in the comments because like I always say, your feedback is very important. So first and foremost, we're gonna start off with Low Lives. It's a Canadian movie released in 2024. It follows a road tripping family survival. Instincts are put to test when they have to, actually have no choice but to spend the night on a remote farm. During the movie, there actually develops also a romance between two ladies. Yes, they basically get cuddled up together. They do share some romance. And yes, this movie is actually new. It was released, if I'm not mistaken, late, 2024. But also, it depends on your availability in when you actually, saw it. But me, I just recently found out about it. So for me, this movie is quite new. So I would just say it's basically a horror about the family that have to spend time on a remote, farm, and also there is a lesbian relationship, situationship, love affair that actually develops, and that makes the story even more interesting. Then we have Wild-Eyed and Wicked. The movie appears to be a horror film that also explores LGBTQ plus themes, particularly a lesbian relationship between Lily and Willow. It follows Lily, a woman haunted by her mother's passing and visions of a monster, as she basically reconnects with her estranged father. And also now she has to deal with her family history and, uncover a lot of truths that she didn't expect to uncover. And also at the same time, she has her romantic interest, in this case her girlfriend, who is her partner. So there's a lot that goes on during this movie. And yes, this movie was also released in 2024, and to be honest, let me tell you, this one, it looks really interesting, probably one of my favorites on this list. So if you guys haven't watched it yet, I will highly recommend you also go ahead, go watch, go support it. And if you have watched it, also let me know your feedback on it, if it's worth the watch or not. And moving forward, we have Fatal Exposure. The movie is new and will be released as the year of 2025 goes along, but it's also already available to watch, depending, like I said, on your location. It basically follows Ariel, a photographer who joins her boyfriend Derek at his home and becomes entangled with his daughter. Chloe is in danger, in a very dangerous, situation as Ariel dreams getaway turns into a nightmare as she faces sabotage, stalking, and basically paranoia. The movie is definitely on my top to watch list just because of the intensity and everything that I've saw regarding the movie. So it's basically about a photographer that ends up getting involved with, her boyfriend's daughter. So there's a whole lot that goes on, betrayal and like also say paranoia, stalking. So let me tell you, it's a whole roller coaster ride and also a lot of spiciness that makes the movie even more better and even more intense. Then moving forward, we have Baja Calm Down. The film is about a lesbian couple, Charlie and Hannah. In their first ever scene, Hannah expresses in invoices that she doesn't think their relationship is going to last. But Charlie and Anna's decide, in this case, Anna decide to take a road trip to California, Mexico. While the trip, initially goes well, eventually the flaws of their relationship soar to experience, and basically a lot of truth on why, in this case, the relationship will not, work out starts to unveil. At the beginning, everything was sweet, everything was just going well. They're on vacation, they're trying to figure out things, but as the vacations develop, you can actually see that it starts to realize that why their relationship will not, work out, and why maybe this is a goodbye trip for them, and maybe this is the type of closure that they need in order to part ways. Yes, this movie is actually very interesting, very interesting, with an interesting plot. So that's why I had to include it on the list. Moving forward, we have Grider on Grind. It's a drama sports movie. It follows a high school athlete who navigates physical and mental challenges after making the male football team, but faces her greatest challenge when it comes to, her questioning her own sexuality as she starts to feel some attractiveness, towards another student. That's how the relationship between Riley and Paige actually start to develop. They look so cute and adorable together, especially in the beginning when they wasn't like knowing what was going on. They just wanted to see each other. When they saw each other, they were just blushing. The type of conversations they were having. It's just a very cute and fun movie to watch. Me personally, I love sports films, so this is the reason why I had to go ahead and include this one, just in case there are other people out there, that also love sports films. So hey, this one definitely for me a 8 out of 10. Then moving forward, we have Love is a Map. The movie follows Annie and Mary, who are actually in love in college, but ultimately went separate ways. They spend weekend, rekindling when Mary, asks Annie to help her basically spread her husband ashes in the mountains. Eventually, the two start to create a beautiful bond as they start to realize that, in life everything happens for a reason. And at the time where they had those feelings for one another in college, that it wasn't the right time to explore it. And now later on in life, they reconnect in such a very unfortunate situation. But some way, somehow, they still figure out a way how to be there for one another without being like, okay, let's make it work. Everything just happened very naturally between them. It's like finding love again while you are grieving. Such a beautiful movie. And I feel like this one was super, hyper, mega underrated. That's why I just had to come, and put it on the list just in case any of you haven't watched it yet. Then moving forward, we have Let Me Fall. The movie follows teenager, Megan's life change when she basically sees Stella for the first time. Megan, a brilliant student and athlete, leaves her comfortable surroundings behind because of her fascination with Stella's, unconventional personality and basically insistence. The movie was basically released in 2018. It's from Ireland and actually got amazing reviews from, at that time when it was released, because it's two people who have different personalities but stay to find love in one another, but that also end up becoming a toxic bond because of their surroundings and just on how things are between them. So it's a whole lot going on, especially when it comes to young love and you discovering what you like and what you dislike, so there's a whole roller coaster ride when it comes to their storyline. Then we have Love Gay. The movie follows Leah. It's torn between her longtime boyfriend Milo and their captivating new roommate Brianna. As Leah grapples with her feelings for Brianna, tensions rise and secrets are revealed. But when Milo basically finds out about, basically she cheating, on him with Brianna, mysterious disappearance actually has started to happen when Brianna goes missing, because Leah was at the position where she was ready to leave her boyfriend in order to be with Brianna, but she was also very uncertain if that's what she really wanted to do, because Brianna, she also wanted to be with Leah, and Leah was basically just telling her all this nice thing how the life will be. And later on Leah started to get, she didn't know what she wanted, and obviously later on her boyfriend ends up finding out, so her boyfriend basically made Brianna disappear. So it's a whole situation that actually goes on. So yes, guys, that's basically it. These are the movies that are available to watch on Tubi, when Tubi TV when it comes to lesbian content. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And I also want to say that I've activated the super stickers to the channel just in case any of you would like to make a small donation. And I also want to say thank you so much for all the love and all the support. I hope I see you guys again at the next video, and goodbye.